You can join Jailhouse Lawyers Speak this year and spread joy through the holiday season. You can sign up a person in prison to have their child or children receive gifts this year from one of our sponsors. If you'd like to become a sponsor this year and give a gift to a child whose mom or dad is currently incarcerated, contact us and we'll put you in touch with their family. Writing letters of encouragement are always appreciated and help lift the spirits of people in prison. And you can donate to help support the tireless efforts of those on the inside. Contact outthemud.jls@protonmail.com. You can
push it to the limit. It's time to subside all this pain we've been healing. Freedom is a feeling. We're taking it back, no strings attached. Rise up like a phoenix. Burn from the past and out of the ashes. You cannot break me down. My Omi taught me well now. Why you wanna take me? When mental enslavement's written all on your pavement. Why you wanna change me? Why they wanna train me? You cannot break me. Up against your intensity, misery of iniquity. It's our organized divide. When we reunite, just watch how we gon' rise. Rise up higher, higher, higher. Higher, higher, higher. Higher, higher, higher. Rise, rise, rise. Once, push it to the
National shut-them-down demonstrations are being held across the nation from D.C. to California. As we approach August 21st and September 9th, you'll see more people organizing and coming together in solidarity. To stay up to date on all things shutting down, go to IamWaitingBuku.com and join our email list.
I pull up, stuff in the kitchen. Let's go. Brand new Lamborghini, cop car. Pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Every man a real nigga rock star. This ain't no guitar, but it's a pop. My glass on me, she gon' squeeze me. Better let me go the day you need me. Shut it down. Get the bus. And if I ain't enough, then get the chop. It's safe to say I earned it, ain't a nigga gave me nothing.
A lawsuit in which 15 women alleged sexual abuse at Coleman, a Florida prison, was finally settled. The 15 women suing said officers had sexually assaulted and abused them for years. Settlements were finally approved by the Attorney General's office on Monday. 3 of the women received $1.26 million between them. As for the officers, 6 of the 8 accused officers admitted to having sexual contact with the prisoners. No one was prosecuted. Instead, they retired or resigned, and some still receive benefits from their federal employment. As settlement conferences dragged on, many of the women were still being abused and raped. This system is so flawed it cannot be fixed. And we must continue to work and to fight to shut them down. A lawsuit in which 15 women alleged sexual abuse at Coleman. Hundreds of prisoners in the U.S. were granted parole or awaiting.
Jailhouse Lawyers Speak is calling for national shut-them-down demonstrations across the country. People are already organizing in Texas, Georgia, South Carolina, Ohio, California, Washington, D.C., New York, and other states. Jailhouse Lawyers Speak is August 21st and September 9th. Jailhouse Lawyers Speak is calling for national shut-them-down demonstrations, calling on you to organize and protest in the spirit of abolition. continuing the struggles of George Jackson, Nat Turner, Frederick Douglass, along with the Attica Uprising and the evolutionary process of the prison movement as a whole. We're going coast to coast from Washington, D.C. to California, linking with organizers in every state to host shut 'em down demonstrations, protests at your local jails, prisons, ICE, and local juvenile tanks as well. In days leading up to the shut 'em down demonstrations, Jailhouse Lawyers Speak will post locations of planned abolition demonstrations on their website. Go to iamweubuntu.com, iamweubuntu.com. Visit the website for more information on hosting your own demonstration as well. Continue to stand in solidarity.
August 20th, September, August 21st, 1830, Nat Turner fought against slavery. In fact, everywhere slavery existed, the enslaved rebelled. Capitalism could no longer afford these uprisings, and so slavery was locked behind bars. But the uprisings never stopped. August 21st, September 9th, 50 years after the Attica Uprising. 50 years after they murdered our comrade George Jackson. Show up outside of prisons and jails. End prison slavery. Shut them down. National shut 'em down demonstrations. August 21st and September 9th. August 20th, September. Free them all. August 21st, 1830. Nat Turner fought against slavery. In fact, everywhere slavery existed, the enslaved rebelled.
What? What's going on, y'all? What is happening? What is happening? Really, truly, what is happening? I have no fucking idea what is going on. Oh boy, are you guys ready for another day on the planet? Another day on the planet. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's make this day go to the next day, and to the next, and the next, and we're just gonna keep going until it's all shut down, right? Till it's all shut down. That was from Jailhouse Lawyers Speak TikTok. I was just scrolling through some of those videos that they had up there. And the first one was the main one. That one is dealing with the sponsorship drive. You can sponsor a child. Excuse me. You can sponsor a child who is a child in a family, somebody who is incarcerated. You know, you can help out with Christmas gifts, or, you know, basically they're going to connect you directly with the family, and, you know, you can talk to them and see how you can best help them, listen to what they need, and just, you know, do what you can. If you're interested in that holiday sponsorship drive thing they're doing, you can email outthemud.jls@protonmail.com. I'll go ahead and drop that in the chat like you do. Out the mud at the mud.jls at protonmail.com. Reach out to them, let them know you're interested in the sponsorship. You do want to help family of an incarcerated, imprisoned person, and you want to help, and also help you connect to folks so you can write letters. If that's something you're interested in doing. On top of, as always, text in the exception to 52886. 52886. All one word. And they'll send you a petition to support the Abolition Amendment. It's going to change the 13th Amendment from a pro-slavery amendment to an anti-slavery amendment. And if you want to do more than sign petitions, check out these other organizations. They are boots on the ground, folks on the inside, folks on the outside, all trying to work together to make it happen. I want to do that. Let's go. I want to talk about corn. We're going to talk about corn today, y'all. We'll get that in a second. But yeah, we're live on Twitch and YouTube. We also got some Redbubble stuff if you're interested in checking out some of the merch that we do here. Hey, that reset. Why did that reset? That's not nice at all. V. There it is. Check out our Redbubble stuff. It needs updating, I know. I'm sorry. But if there's any, there might be something there you like. I you know, would have been nice if I hit the Halloween wave, but you know, life and all that. You can also donate to Jet Hustlers Speak through Cash App or anything like that. Their code is A Rebels World, all one word, REBELS World, a Rebels World, out the mud. .jls at Proton Mail as well for the sponsorship thing. And yeah, like I said, there's all these other organizations that are either working at the legislative side or they're working at the community side to fight against this beast here. This super organism called slavery that changes itself, that changes and reconfigures itself as it needs. It is a wily motherfucker. We're live. Let's see what we're live on YouTube. YT, we'll just say YT and Twitch. The story of corn and Nixtamalization. Nixtamalization. I set all this up and the thing died. Gaming, entertainment. No, did I close that? Murder. I want to murder. I'm trying to set up a Twitter space just as a science experiment. You know how we're all scientists here. One Frog 9, YT. I was gonna say YT and Twitch. Oh, I want to put the corn thing in there. Twitch. Corn. Oops. Corn. Put a V instead of a C. Corn and Nixtamalization. Don't swipe down while you're making a space, because don't even accidentally do it, because you'll be sad. Arts and culture. Start the space. Let's try it again. Share with a tweet. Tweet. Can you tweet too much? Absolutely. Is that a problem? No. Unless, you know. Oh, Twitter died. Close app. I just can't run a space, huh? Hey, there I am. Reconnect. Oh boy. Excellent. And the space is up. Let's see how that goes. I'll have to actually, let's see, I'll turn off my screen so that this will actually not go silent. Display timeout. We'll turn off the screen timeout. We'll put it to 30 minutes. And I'll forget about that. My battery will be sad, but we're all good. We are all good. But yeah, that's right, folks. We're here live doing what we do. We're here on East Cherokee and Yuchi territory here in the Appalachian Mountains. I'm an electronic frog. I'm live Thursdays and Saturdays at 11 a.m. Pending IRL, pending the IRL. Also want to look here real quick. What does just chatting? That sounds good. Cool. All right, y'all. We gonna talk about corn. And then we're gonna play some Metroid. That's what's going on. I did a paper way back in the day. In culinary school, I had a research paper to do, and I've just historically been terrified of homework and papers, and it's just, I don't know, it's just not my brain doesn't work in these configurations. So it's always an intimidating process, but once you kind of jump into it and get it going, it just takes a little bit of time sometimes, right? So gonna put that one there. That's fine. Is that one all looking good? Everybody's looking all right. All right, cool. So I'm just pulling up my little, where'd this go? This is here. We're going to view that as present. And then I'm going to go, come on, present. There's that. We'll get a window capture going on here. Let's go back to the theater. To the theater. Window capture. Functions. Google Slides. Bam. All right, party people. I generally find what am I saying? What am I talking about? Let me get another piece of water. My brain is like all over the place right now. I've been wanting to actually just represent this thing here, this presentation on my stream, just to kind of capture it, for the lulls, not even the lulls, just because this is a really interesting story, really. We're gonna start with an abridged Mayan creation story of corn, and this is gonna cover kind of a lot of different little things. I remember just kind of abridging this myself based on some of the research I was doing. Again, into this process. Basically, again, I was in culinary school. They said, do a research project, pick a topic. And I started with like tortillas or masa or something. And, thinking, I'll just do something real quick and simple. And it turned out to be way more fascinating and have a lot more going on in here than I ever really understood. I ever thought I would understand. And I'm going to be bringing that story to y'all right here, right now. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm going to double, triple check. Yep, mics are looking good. Everybody's looking happy. But yeah, so here's the deal, y'all. Nixtamalization then and now. All right? It was the hero twins, Jaguar Deer and Hunter. That's his name, Jaguar Deer, and his brother Hunter, who challenged the gods of the underworld to a ball game so that they could win back their father's severed head. Their father was also a great ball player who was tricked into visiting the underworld and then decapitated, as his ball playing annoyed the gods. And we're talking about these big, like, rubber balls that they would use in, the Aztec Inca times and the Mayan times, actually. We're talking about Mayans here. The balls they would, like, hit with their hip. You've probably seen it in some of those cartoons, those Disney cartoons, big ball. So the ball bouncing on the ground would annoy the gods of the underworld. And so what they did is they lured the father. Where is his name? Why didn't I put his name in there? That's horrible. Anyway, the father of these two hero twins here, the father was tricked down in the underworld. And as soon as he got down there, the gods of the underworld just cut his head off, because they were just tired of him playing these games. And so the twins went down there, right? They were able to travel to the underworld by burning themselves alive, becoming ashes. And as the ashes sank to the underworld, the twins reincarnated. When the twins defeated the lords of the underworld in a ball game, they took their father's head and planted it into the earth, and he became the deity of corn. It was this corn that was eventually used to make humans. The twins also defeated 7 macaw, which is a macaw bird, who claimed to be the sun and the moon with his shiny teeth and eyes. And once they had planted their father's head, they both became the sun and the moon. They jumped in the sky and became the sun and the moon. Just getting all the details in there. But yeah, so nixtamalization is an alkaline cooking process that originated in the Mesoamericas around 2500 before current era, so BC, right? And then this cooking process is spread throughout the Americas, taking on a variety of forms and different ingredients and end products. Beginning with maize, an early ancestor of sweet corn, the kernels are removed from cobs, cleaned, and then soaked in a gently simmered alkaline mixture of water and slaked lime, wood ash, or seashells for a period of time, generally overnight. After soaking, the grains are sometimes boiled for about 30 minutes to ensure the germ and endosperm are tender. This process softens the hulls and helps transform the grain into a smooth, cohesive mass. Finally, the kernels are rinsed, dried, and then milled or ground into masa dough that can be used for tortillas and tamales. And whole kernels are also used for whole nixtamalized 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 nixtamal nixtamalized nixtamalized kernels are used for pozole. So the whole reason that I'm bringing this up is because this cooking process, it actually cures the corn. This original ancestor of corn called maize, right? It was really tough, really hard to bite into. Even if you cooked it with regular water, you put in some steam or steamed it, or just boiled it. It's still very tough, and just not. It's actually isn't even giving the human body any nutritional value. It has to be cured. It has to be cooked in an alkaline mixture that comes from either wood ash or seashells, prepared seashells, which turns into slaked lime. So now this thing here that's really important for actually making this viable for human digestion is this thing called niacin. It's an important B vitamin that is released by this alkalizing process. In untreated maize, niacin is held as niacinogen, and niacin, which cannot be used by the human body. As maize was exported around the globe, it was separated from this vital preparation step, resulting in malnutrition. Oh, wait, let's go ahead and let's switch to. So here's the Hero Twins. All right, they defeated the Lords of the Underworld. And I was supposed to be changing the slides over here, man. What was I talking about real quick? So this is kind of what I was saying, you soak it in a hot alkaline mix overnight, and that helps break it down. And then they're rinsed and dried and milled. I'll go back to what I was reading, but let's click this here. And I think that's still going to display, right? So what this gentleman here has done.
Beautiful.
Is they did a real homebrew version here. It's pretty cool. I'll skip back a little bit. They got some clay, they got some straw, and they built themselves a little kiln. Right? They got all their raw material together. They got a bunch of seashells, and they built this little kiln here out of mud and clay and straw. And then they got themselves some wood, and then they just started layering wood and shells. Did this burn already? Yeah, there's the shells. There's the shells. Yeah, I don't know. They got some stones there, I guess. Why can't I skip? Oh, it is skipping. Okay, I see that. But it only does it. Oh, the talking frog commands. Anyway, so basically what's happening is he's cooking down these shells, just really, cooking them straight up. And the shells themselves, it's like there's a chemical reaction going on here. They're releasing like carbon or something, I think. Carbon's being released. So all that's left is just pure lime. And so when all you have is a straight, just basic lime, these shells become really brittle because like all their kind of chemical bonds are breaking down from the heat. And then you slake the lime. All you do is add water to this kind of prepared shells, and then it produces heat. It produces an exothermic reaction. And basically the shells just break down. Yeah, there it is, exothermic. So the shells just release heat and they break down. And you just end up with this powder. It's kind of pasty, powdery thing. And this is the key to making masa, making tamales, making tortillas, to making that masa mixture. Because now you cook the corn with just a little bit. You don't really need a lot. You really don't need a lot. Just put a little bit in the water, get the water cooking. What's this guy doing right here? What's this rock doing? Oh, it's just totally breaking up. Just so, again, exothermic reaction, releasing heat, doing all kinds of goodness there. And then they use that to make corn, to make some masa. It's a pretty straightforward process, you know. It's a primitive fire science, he says. This is our ancestral folks here doing what needs to happen to make food, to make good food. And again, all of this is so it releases this niacin thing, the B vitamin, right? That's in the corn. So yeah, all that to release that. And so what happens is our colonial ancestors came here to the Americas, and they just honestly thought that this was a flavoring technique. They didn't recognize that this was actually necessary to actually use the corn. All they did, they just came, they saw it, they're like, oh, this tastes disgusting. I don't like it. I'm just taking the corn and we're going to take it back and make it how we want it. And it caused a lot of problems down the road. All right, because as maize was exported around the globe, it was separated from this vital preparation step. And this results in malnutrition, illness, and many deaths from pellagra. This is pellagra. All right, it causes rashes, causes dementia. Because the thing is, this is especially prevalent among poor folks. All right, because all they could afford was this corn. And this actually was going on well into the 20th century, like into the, pretty much all up to World War II. That there was just this real problem with, malnutrition and sickness from just strictly eating corn because that's all they could afford. It was so bad that U.S. health agencies in the 1920s, they were, attempting marketing campaigns to persuade the public to eat more meat and dairy with slogans like, own a cow. I thought that was kind of interesting. You just see a billboard. It says, own a cow, right? Just to encourage people to eat meat and different stuff. But as economic conditions worsened, pellagra cases soared. This eventually led to the availability of enriched flour to ensure that the public was able to receive the essential vitamins needed. So, right? The U.S. Health Department, the health agencies, they're trying to figure out how can we get people the nutrients they need so they're not going to be sick, right? So what they decided to do was to create enriched flour. And, they're just putting all this niacin, they're putting all the B vitamins and all that stuff in the flour. And using that and just taking comfort. They're like, okay, we solved the problem because we put all this stuff in it in the flour and people are going to buy flour. Yeah, they're still going to buy this really cheap corn and still just mainly eat that, but they're still going to get their vitamins from the flour. All right. That's nothing's going to go wrong with that, right? Not a thing. So here's the deal. So a great deal of suffering could have been avoided, easily been avoided, if only the European colonizers had noticed the use of nixtamalization to cure the maize, thus making it digestible. Instead, our colonial ancestors assumed that nixtamalization was simply a flavoring process. It wasn't until the late 1930s that the West realized that this alkalizing process effectively cures the maize, releasing the B vitamin. So indigenous groups across the Americas used alkaline mixtures in different ways. Natives of the natives of the southwestern U.S. used juniper wood ash to flavor the final product. In the southeast, a corn stew or porridge is the end result. In fact, combining foods with alkaline solutions can be found in a variety of forms across the world. This includes fermented fish soaked in lye in Scandinavia, duck eggs coated in an alkaline clay mixture in China, and olives cured with lye by the Romans, and of course the humble pretzel with its lye finish. The word maize is thought to mean life giver from the Taino people of the Caribbean. The word nixtamalization comes from the pre-Columbian Mexica Nahua people, who call the resulting dough nixtamali, which is which is a compound of Nestle, which is which is the word ashes, and tamale, which is the word corn dough. I had a little graphic for that over here, tamale and corn dough. In Nawa tradition stories, the nishtamale was used by our creators to make human beings after unsuccessful attempts with mud and wood. And today, nixtamalization is a greatly industrialized process. Tortilla. Why can I not speak today? Tortillerias specialize in producing large quantities of fresh masa and tortillas. Some restaurants also make their own masa from scratch, such as Empalon in New York. Every night, they soak about 100 pounds of dried corn. The next morning, the kernels are washed and put through a custom machine that mills the grains, shapes the dough, and presses out fresh tortillas. Maize itself is a grass variety of the teosinte or zea bush. My things are way out of order here. Native to the Mesoamerican region, indigenous farmers selectively bred this wild grass, and over time, changes can be seen across the following areas: types and amount of starch production, the ability to grow in different climates and types of soil, length and number of kernel rows, kernel size, shape and color, resistance to pests. Currently, all indigenous teosinte strains from the region are said to be almost extinct, with some having only a few square miles to as little as 6,000 plants in a 200 by 150 meter space. Modern corn today cannot survive in the wild. All right, so we're talking about this stuff right here. With the use of nixtamalization, we are able to consume otherwise inedible foods, but by working with nature, we are able to make a wide variety of healthy and flavorful meals. It is important to cultivate our connection with the history of people and food, and seeing the impact and absence of nixtamalization is a powerful example of how vital our knowledge of the world around us is. So, with this graphic here, you see this simple grass in the Americas, teosinte. It was, selectively bred by our Mexica ancestors to be the maize that we know, or or not that we know, but that was used to, for their purposes, for making maize and food and stuff. But after it was taken over to Europe, it became so popular and prevalent, it was actually called Turkish wheat. It was believed to come from Turkey, which I thought was pretty interesting. But basically, they were able to take it to their laboratories and be a little more aggressive with their selective breeding for, like we said, starch content, size, shape, color, all those things. And that's when these variations came out. And now we have bomb, bam, boom, bing, fucking sweet corn. And yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of what's going on with that. I just thought that was a really fascinating thing because, pretty much from the colonial era up until like the 30s, there was just this kind of like, there's just a lot of poor people suffering from pellagra, suffering from malnutrition, because this corn, this hybridized corn, this changed corn, it still wasn't giving them the vitamins that they needed. And it was all because they didn't have the original cooking process, using the slaked lime or using wood ash to prepare the stuff, because they just didn't know. How could they know if they just took the stuff and didn't actually talk to the people that they were actually getting the stuff from? And this is pretty karmic. It's pretty karmic, if you're gonna go and fuck a whole, nation of people over and take their shit. It kind of makes sense. But it also kind of sucks because it's the poor people that got to suffer from this stuff, right? Because the well-to-do folks who are kind of responsible for some of this stuff, they probably have access to a lot more than just corn. So that's just my thoughts on that. But let's kind of think about this for a little bit, right? After World War II and the use of the atomic bomb here in the US, there's this kind of fear about the ability to grow shit, right? The use of nuclear weapons and all that kind of made the agricultural community or scientists or whatever, they're like, oh man, we got to work on making sure we can continue to produce food. And this is where you get a lot more money after World War II being put into agriculture research. And I still got to piece all this together, but I'm just still putting down like just my thoughts of kind of how this has played out. Let me see. Click this here, and then click that, and then move this over there. This is why I always laugh at the anti-GMO crowd. It's been happening for thousands of years. Yeah, well, and the thing is like what I was just getting to is I think the real concern comes into like with chemical fertilizers. And what was the other thing? What was the connection there? Chemical fertilizers and pesticides. That's kind of that's where I think you start seeing a real like a ramping up of the use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides and the creation of them after World War II. To the point where we get stuff like high yield wheat, which, sounds great. But what you see though is a spike in diabetes and other kind of health concerns through the 90s, through the 80s and through the 90s. So it takes a couple generations to start to see the effects of these things. But the effects are there, right? To where, because the understanding is that our body's defenses and immunity, the strength of it comes from the food we eat. And what's happening with like chemical fertilizers is we're actually and pesticides, we're taking away the plant's ability to defend itself on its own. Right? Because like I was saying, like I said earlier, regular corn we use now, it won't survive in the wild. A lot of the foods that we have created, like pineapples, for example, these things they cannot survive in the wild on their own. Nature will just kill it. And we need to think about that because we need food that can survive on its own, because we get that strength from that food, the strength to survive ourselves from the food. So there's also some things I've heard, and a little bit of my research is talking about, the parts of flour. There's gluten, and gluten is made up of glutenin and gliadin, which these two materials, these two like molecules, one of them is like Play-Doh. It's very plastic and malleable, and the other is very elastic and like rubber bandy, right? And when you combine them, you get this like plastic elastic thing. But I forget which one, but one of those two things, it actually has some adverse effects. Can have adverse effects in a minority population of the human brain. At its extreme, and for the minority part, like at the extreme, it can like increase the effects of schizophrenia and stuff like that. But for the majority of people, it just increases appetite. It just stimulates your appetite. So so what I was talking about before is like, okay, we have corn that was taken and not cooked with this nixtamalization cooking process, right? And so the corn's not prepared that way. And because it's not prepared that way, it's not edible, right? And so for hundreds of years, this corn is available, but it wasn't. If you didn't know how to cook it, you were going to get sick if you were strictly eating this. All right. So then the solution is to create enriched flour. And so what that means is, again, you're putting the vitamins in the flour so that as you make things with the flour, you don't have to worry about malnutrition. But the side effect is now the flour is the conduit for nutrition, but the flour itself, if it's just consumed too much, it can also cause problems. So obviously I'm not saying like just eating flour is just going to kill you, but it's just the way it's incorporated into our diet for the most part. It's not. I'm skeptical of the long-term benefits, I guess, just kind of based off of this little bit of research I've been doing. Yeah, I don't know. Food, man, food is fascinating, and culture and food is also fascinating. Let's see, what else did I have for this one? I think that's pretty much all I had to say. And Alapak, what is up? Thanks for coming through. I mean, as far as GMOs and stuff, I feel like there's definitely a way that humans, like you're saying, for thousands of years, humans have been experimenting with plants and food and medicines and stuff like that. I think there's definitely a kind of harmonious way to do that. But I'm definitely concerned just about the way we do things now. It's just like creating a whole new thing that seems to have no real connection to how the human body is going to actually process this stuff over time. I mean, there are definitely benefits to working with plants and trying to get them to be bigger and stronger. But yeah, I don't know. I was watching a video that was really going hard on, like I said, the chemical fertilizers and the pesticides, and and how it was tying all that to a lot of the diseases, and how a lot of ailments and things have been ramping up in the populations, like since like from the 90s on, like autism, dementia, all these kinds of different things that haven't been as prevalent, but they seem to be becoming more prevalent. And yeah, I don't know. That's very interesting to me. But anyway, like I said, I did this report back in the day, a couple years ago in culinary school, and I really just thought this whole topic was fascinating. I wanted to bring that to the stream and do that because I think it's interesting. What I want to do now that I've done that, we spent half an hour on that. I wasn't sure how long that was going to go, but like I said, just want to bring that to y'all. We're going to play some more Metroid Dread. What do you think? And I'll go ahead and close that. Click this. I'll go over here. Hope that my keyboard and everybody will participate. And let's come over here for a second. Oh boy. So yeah. The weekend is upon us, y'all. It's a holiday weekend apparently. Some kind of Halloween thing going on. I guess. I suppose. I hope it treats you right. I hope you make it. Hope nothing crazy happens to your life on this hallowed weenie weekend. Hallow weekend. Let's turn that on. There. Very cool. Update. I gotta do a software update, y'all. Close. Update complete. We will start momentarily. Next thing I need to figure out is where's the audio coming from? Like this thing's on its own audio channel. It doesn't even show up. Press A to start. Very good. Everything sounds good so far. And let's go ahead and jump on over to main. Video window capture. Game capture. Nope, we're going to go back to Windows. We're going to go back to Windows. Windows. Where is it? Game capture. HD. Frog Pond. It's a little loud, but we'll turn it down. Oh boy. Close that. Switch this over here. Come on now. Switch this over here. Nope, this is just not working, huh? Try again. Over here. Over here. No, it's not working. Be nice. to me. Be nice, please. Thank you. Full screen that. Full screen that. Hide the sidebar. Come on, man. That's better. Much better. All right, press A. Very cool. You got 60% of the items. And we're going to just jump on into it. I've, you know, been enjoying the game so far. It's been pretty good. Can do another little buzz here on the volume. And let's take a look. Where do I need to go? Mission log. We got a briefing. I still need to go find all the items. And it would be nice to just look for an area. What about this one? Something secret in here. Some secret somewhere. I don't know. I do not know. Okay, is this... You know, I guess I could try that place. What? No, cancel. You guys ready for a loading screen? Load it up. Yeah, let's do it. Travel to Gavaran. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've actually looked at that corner port I did. But yeah, I was definitely proud of myself. I was able to get through that assignment and actually learn some shit. It all could have been avoided. But no. Uh-huh. Very cool. Hey, energy parts. More health. All right, I got that. What else? Anybody else got secrets around here? Anybody else got a secret around here? Looking for flashing areas on the map. Somewhere that will give me a secret item thing. What about this? Power bomb block. Let's go. Going to down. That's where we're going. We're going down to Burinia. Right? Burinia? Sounds good to me. I'll go ahead and put a little item there for that. Pull, pull, pull. Oh boy. Alright, let's do some jumping here. Oh no. I wanted to get that. I got a power bomb I can drop through here. I think, what do? I hold the button here? Or I hold the button here? Nope. Hold that button there. Drop that. Pretty cool. Oh, I can jump through those. Look at these guys. Let's see. I can drop that. Nope. There's a bomb. I forget how to activate it, though. Yeah, there we go. That guy's big. Go this way. And I'm making my way through here pretty good. There's no other secrets, huh? What about this way? Oh, I could go this way too. What's wrong with me? Well, it's close enough. I'm gonna go back. I want to check that out. Here we are. Hey, more power bomb tanks. I got a whole bunch of power bombs I can use. What I should do probably is switch this over here. Right there, Metroid. Dread. Do it. Add stream marker. No, not a stream marker. Update. Update that information. All right, I grabbed that. That was it? Just an item up there? What about up here? Only one way to find out. Nope, nothing here, huh? Over here. What's over here? Check the map. We're just going to go back down. And I think we'll be good. Yeah. Yeah. Okie dokie then. Killed that guy already. And we're just going to keep hitting the dusty trail. The dusty Metroid trail. Oh, that's not nice. Decline. And we'll go ahead and set that to that. Where the hell am I? I'm trying to get in there. I guess I gotta go through here, huh? No, I cannot go through there. That's weird. Nope, wrong way. I want to go the other way. Guess I'm gonna have to find a way around. I guess I went through here, right? Yeah. Okay, we did that. Came through here. And where am I now? I gotta go up. There we go, that's fine. This is fine. This is all fine and dandy. Then Metroid Dread. Didn't work. Then Metroid Dread. Then yeah. Update. That's right. Give me all your thoughts. I'm going down. Can I continue to go down? Of course I can. Is that guy gonna chase me? Of course he is. Ah, screw you. You dang robot. Actually, these are creatures from the deep. Alright, off to Berinia. Berinia, if memory serves me correctly, which it usually does. Off to Berinia we go. Standing in silence at a loading screen. Elevator. Yes. All right. Now remove, and we're gonna go back here, go down here, and all I'm gonna do is run down here, all the way to the bottom. All the way. Should have marked it. Mark. Hark. It's a mark. Grab some energy here, which I guess I need a little bit. Just a teeny tiny bit. Okay. Can I go this way? I can go this way. Over here, we're going down. Rolling along to the same old song. Going down, down, more down. I'm about to miss my turn here. Oh, I can't. I'm gonna get this missile tank though. Missile tank right there. I see it. Getting hit by everybody. Missile tank. So you could get that with a grapple or the jump. I see, because they got that grapple wall surface over there. They got that grapple wall surface. Going here, going there, going here. Going there. Now we're going down. Going down. Killing everything. Everything must die. Everything. Now, wait a minute. Screw attack block. Oh boy. Can't wait to get over there. Didn't even realize how much I could do over here. What's this guy got? Missiles and weapons and... Yep, just more health. That's fine. This is fine. Oh boy, run away, don't die. Where am I going now? What is this? Screw attack block, okay. Okay. Killed the whale. The death whale. That's what you are, you're a death whale. That's what you are, you're a death whale. Alright, hold Y, no, hold that one, then drop that, and it's gonna go whoop. What? I got a speed block through that? That doesn't make any sense. How am I... What? How are you supposed to do that? How does that even work? I mean, I got plenty of space to try it. Oh, it does do it. Oh, okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. We can do this. Let's start here. So that's about where we're gonna go. We're gonna go right here. Oh, I messed up. All right, we try it again here. Try it again right here. Somewhere around here. Go here. Press down. Oh, I didn't do it right. And right here. All right, back and down. Nope. I gotta start it up. We can go over here and go down. All right, very good, very good, very good. And then do that. Oh, I fucked up. All right. Gotta press the B button. B for blast off. Go, 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 go. Drop that. Go here. Go here again. Down. And then go that way. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's all. All right, I got that one. What? What? What the hell? Daggone it. Hello? Hello, I would like one Metroid Dread, please. No, I don't want to close the software. I didn't save. Damn. Ah, poop. Oh man, it's only me in this here Twitter space. What the hell? What in the smell? I guess nobody's down with the Chinatown frog thing going on. I don't know what it has to do with Chinatown, but maybe I could say down with Frogtown instead of Chinatown. Instead of troping it up around here, you know? Man, I didn't save none of that. Ah. Switch. Switch. I don't know, guys. If I have to do all this over, which I probably do, probably going to call it. And we'll just pretend like I did all that. Yep. All right, folks. Thanks for hanging through. I got stuff to do today. I got stuff and things. I'm going to take off. Thanks for hanging around for my corn talk. Was that interesting? Was it rambly? Was it coherent? I hope it was. I really, really do. But, all right, well, cool. Yeah, again, folks, check out Jailhouse Lawyers Speak, amendthe13th.org, Abolition Today. Check out, like I said, you can message outthemud.jls at Proton Mail. Outthemud.jls at Proton Mail. To be a part of the sponsorship drive, they will connect you directly with a family of somebody who's incarcerated, and you'll be able to help their children. Get some gifts this holiday season. If that's something you're interested in supporting, email these people and they will connect you. All right. Check as like I mentioned before. Check out these abolitionist organizations. They are doing a lot of work in a lot of different areas. So get involved. Check them out. All right. Because slavery is still legal. Right. We at least have to call it out. Say this is an indictment of a system that was never designed to protect people. All the people. Okay. Not just we the people, written by white men, rich white men, land-owning white men saying that they are the people. No. We're talking about all of the people. All right. We got to do better. All right, y'all. Take care. Love yourself. All that goodness. Have a good weekend. Eat some candy. And we'll see you in the ocean.